Chat, I am so fucking tired tonight. I, I am like a zombie stro tonight. I went out to like the auto parts store with my mom because I needed to get some grease, and she was like, "You look pale," and I was like, "What? What?" Anyway, chat, it's disheveled stro today. Oh, that's the wrong camera. Oh, fuck. Professional Stra always makes sure her camera's focused before she turns on the camera. Anyway, what's going on, everybody? Check your Discord. I saw, dude, you made me want wings now. Like, I was just thinking about what I was gonna eat today, because I had pizza yesterday, and I'll probably have pizza tonight. Because I had one half of the pizza yesterday. I still have it. I'll probably make the other half tonight. But now you made it so I want chicken wings. And I can't have chicken wings tonight because I don't have any, and I'm upset. If I had chicken... I mean, I have some chicken wings in the freezer, but they're not de-thawed. And they're also... I got those chicken wings from this butcher, and while they're, like, way bigger and way juicier, they just don't taste very good. I don't know how to explain it. They just didn't really taste very good. The Costco wings are a lot better, but I can't... I can't go to Costco today, because they're all the way over there, and my mom is not gonna want to go to Costco to get chicken wings right now. See the carrot? Yeah, it was sus. It was sus carrot. You slide on the hood of a car? Probably, if I tried. I mean, it depends on the car, too, right? Like, if we're talking like a Road King, like a fucking Ford fucking... fuck you, big ass truck, then maybe not. But like, you know, a Miata, I could do it to a Miata. Favorite part of eating? What? Pale strip. Anyway, yeah, I want chicken wings now, chat. Now upset. It's always when I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna eat today. And then it's like, oh, chicken wings. Oh, that's what I want to eat today. Found out what I want to eat. That's good to know. I should just get like a vat full of chicken wings that I can just pull from whenever I want. That's what I really need to do, chat. I need to like dig a big hole in the ground and then put a bunch of chickens in there and then put a bunch of technology so that the chickens stay alive like in some Matrix-esque horror machine. And then whenever I'm hungry, I'll just take a couple of them and then fucking put them through the chicken wingifier, and it will kill the chickens, and it will de-wing them, and it will give me my chicken wings raw, fresh, and I'll just be able to go, you know, I want some chicken wings. Jarvis, murder 20 chickens from the pit, please. Yes, sir. Is Bogo on the bone-in at BMWs? Oh, BWWs. I thought you said BMW. I was like, what the fuck are you eating chicken wings at BMWs? Yeah, I would go for some Buffalo Wild Wings right now, dude. I could go for some Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm not gonna lie. Buffalo Wild Wings is probably my favorite, like, chain wing place, if I had to be honest. I don't think they make very good wings, if I'm being honest. I think they're pretty mediocre. But it's the nostalgia fact for me that I just always like it. I always enjoy them when I had Buffalo Wild Wings. They're just like, they're such an easy, just, this is good. This is a good classic comfort food, you know? But I don't even know where the nearest Buffalo Wild Wings is to me. Like, I genuinely don't even think I live near one anymore. Which sucks, because, like, fuck, dude. Maybe I would, like, genuinely, unironically, like, I would spend, like, $20 on chicken wings right now. Like, if there was a Buffalo Wild Wings near me, and all I had to do is spend $20 to get, like, a full fucking thing of Buffalo Wild Wings, I would. I fucking would. Even though, like, I'm thinking, well, maybe I should just go out to, like, McDonald's or something, but I shouldn't. 'Cause that's, like, I should not spend money tonight, so I'm probably not gonna do that, but I would if I could get Buffalo Wild Wings. But the closest Buffalo Wild Wings to me is fucking forever away. It's like, is that an hour away? Genuinely? Yeah, it's an hour. Full hour. Holy shit. I like buffalo wings, but I'm not driving 2 hours to go fucking get some buffalo wings. They don't live near anything. Oh, shit. There's like this building that they're tearing down near me, and I just found all the pictures of what was inside of it. I think they were like making shit. I wonder what happened to them. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. How's everybody doing tonight, chat? I don't know if I'm just weird, but I prefer Wingstop. I am not a big fan of Wingstop, if I'm being honest with you. I think Wingstop is kinda mid. I mean, maybe it's just because of the few times I've had it. Like, I've only had it a handful of times, but literally every single time I've had Wingstop, I've been disappointed. Like, I've been like, oh, I wish I would have just gone to fucking Buffalo Wild Wings. Like, one time I got, like, the hottest wing they have at Wingstop, and it was so, like, underwhelming that I was just like, eh. Do I live closer to a Wingstop, though? I do live closer to a Wingstop. But it's still like 30, 40 minutes away from me. Ooh, this thing. Dude. Fuck, man. My problem is, like, I bought, like, a Red Baron pizza, you know? Okay, and by the way, I will say, Red Baron pizza's way better than DiGiorno. Like, genuinely, way better. Red Baron just blows DiGiorno out of the water. BMW sponsored trip. BMW sponsored wings. I eat 7-Eleven wings? Dude, I'm tempted. Maybe I should get some 7-Eleven wings. I feel like you can't, they never have that much, though. I'm gassy. Am I staring too much? What? See wings in your future? I wish, dude. Red Baron slaps. It does slap, bro. But anyway, I cut it in half, because usually when I've adopted the cut the pizza in the half technique, right? Usually when I make a pizza, I'll cut it in half first, so I don't have to, like, because I can't eat a whole pizza in one sitting, right? Does that count as a spin? The helmet came? You didn't see it? You didn't check the general taco? You talking about? Yeah, the helmet came. I shut it off last stream. Does it count as a spin? Thank you, Carl Cat, for the 36 months. Thank you so much. Anyway, yeah, so I usually cut them in half because I can't eat the whole one. But then I'm like, I don't know why, but like last night I ate like the half of a pizza and I ate the whole half. But then I was like, I was still really hungry later that night, and I guess it's because it's only like 800 calories and a half of that, so it's like, but I don't know, I was just really hungry, and I'm still hungry right now. I haven't like really not been hungry this entire time, so maybe it's like I just need to eat more, that's why I'm tired. I genuinely don't know, but it's like, I felt like a fat ass because I ate the whole thing, and I was still hungry. But now I'm like, I don't know what to eat, cause like, fuck, I don't want to go to McDonald's, because I've had way too much McDonald's in the past month. It's a problem. Too much McDonald's, okay? It's just too much. I need to not eat out as much as I do. But then I like... I can make I can make that rice-a-roni thing I was talking... Maybe I'll just do that tonight. Maybe. Maybe I'll just do that. Because then I have to cook. Fuck, I don't want to cook anything. And I still don't have any protein. I guess I have Spam. Maybe I should just try to make it with Spam. Chat. How many calories do I eat every day? Well, my goal is 1,400. Right? That's my, like, goal that I aim for. But a lot of that is Mountain Dew. I would say I probably eat around 18 to 2,000 calories. But probably 60% of that is Mountain Dew, which is sad. It's really sad. It's a problem. That's a problem, chat. But, yeah. Probably, don't have enough, like, real calories. Red Berry and Deep Dish singles? I don't like Deep Dish. I think Deep Dish kind of sucks. Like, my least favorite part of the pizza is the tomato sauce. Like, it needs to be there. Like, I like the tomato sauce. But Deep Dish pizza is just way too much tomato sauce. It's just like would you like some pizza with your tomato sauce? Like, no. No! I want fucking a nice small... I mean, it's acidic, so it's very, like, intense flavored stuff. So when you put it, just a thin layer of it, it just accents the bread and the carbs of the bread and the fattiness of the cheese and the protein. It's great! It works perfectly. But then you have, like, fuckers in fucking Chicago who are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just make it all tomato sauce, eh? I don't know why I made him Canadian, but, like, dude, fuck you, man! Like, I don't want, like, pizza that is just 99% tomato sauce. It's dumb. Like, it's not pizza, bro. Like, I know that one guy, like, fucking... I don't even remember his name. He's like, it's a casserole. And it is kind of a casserole. You know what? I don't like casseroles. You know, whenever you go to Thanksgiving and they bring out the green bean casserole, that shit, get that out of my face, man. I'm gonna tell you, keep avoiding going to the doctor. I don't avoid going to the doctor. That's like, I've literally been to the doctor and they're just like, oh, you know, you tired? Oh, you know, okay. The doctors around here suck. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't had one doctor that I've had that I felt like is actually like, okay, so, like, what's your actual problem? Literally every doctor I've been to is like, hi, alright, you're having this problem? Alright, well, just do this about it. Okay, bye. That's literally it. Every single fucking doctor. Everyone. It sucks. I hate this. I hate the doctors here, man. The color bands off? Astra seems almost, copper tonight. I don't think so. Chicagoans talk like Canadians, eh? Yeah, the Chicagoans talk like, they're from North Dakota. Oh, you betcha, bud. You betcha. A1C1 levels are... I don't know what that is. It's like British healthcare. I mean, I don't know if it's just because, like, I live in an area with a lot of old people, so I guess it makes sense. They're just like, oh yeah, you know, whatever. They're just used to hearing the same bullshit. But, like, I just, like, I feel like I haven't had a doctor really, like, take my issues seriously yet, which is very annoying. Age discrimination? It might be. Like, I don't know. 2,000 is a base calorie intake, so 1,500 is a deficit, so you will keep that awesome and lovely girlish figure. Well, 2,000 calories is based off of, like, a normal male. Like, that number is not accurate. Like, you shouldn't be basing whether you're at a deficit or a, like, the opposite for... You shouldn't base your calorie count off of the 2,000 mark. You should look at your own body, your activity level, your BMI, and then you should take all of that into account and then think, okay, I should probably eat this amount of calories, right? Like, for me, I'm relatively small. I'm 5'4". I weigh probably 120-ish pounds-ish, right? Around there. And I don't do very much exercise. Like, very little exercise. Like, maybe one time a week, essentially, if you combine all of my motorcycle shit. So based off of that, I probably need to eat around, like, 1,400 to 1,500 calories a day to maintain my weight. If I want to lose weight, I have to eat probably 1,200 to 1,000 calories a day. And if I want to gain weight, I should eat, like, 1,800 to 2,000 calories a day, right? That's what I essentially do. Here, let's even look it up. Let's see here. Calorie calculator. for squats is what I'm hearing. A1C test is for HbA1c. Measure the average amount of sugar attached to hemoglobin in the red cells over the past 2 to 3 months. It acts like a long-term tracker for blood sugar management, unlike daily glucose tests. It is used for diagnosis and monitored pre-diabetes and diabetes. Actually, maybe I should look into that. Alright, I'm 25, 5'4", 120 pounds. Little or no exercise. Calculate. To maintain weight, I need to eat 1,700 calories. What if I set it for female? Yeah, so that's exactly what I said. See, look at maintaining weight is 1,500 calories. Mild weight loss is 1,200 calories. Weight loss is 1,000 calories. Extreme weight loss is 500 calories. Which I'm not trying to do that, but does it make a difference? Should I have it set for male? Because it's like higher if I do male. Which also I like how if I set it for female, it gives me like a whole lot more options. But if I set it to like be male, it's just like this is how many calories you eat a day. So basically, it's basically 1,500 to 1,700 calories a day is pretty much what I need. At least she didn't ask Grok. What do you guys have against Grok, man? What's wrong with Grok? What's wrong with Grok? Fuck, I am like hungry. Maybe that just is the thing. I just didn't eat enough last night or some shit. Your oil intake. Did it to a robot. You're happy with your weight right now? Honestly, I could probably lose a couple pounds. Like, I feel like I know I need to like lose weight if I stand in like on the mirror in front of the mirror and I go like this and I look at like my stomach. Yeah. This isn't like terrible, right? I don't think it's too bad, but like if I'm like super bloated, like this is where I like it, but if I'm super bloated, I feel fatter. So right now I'm probably fine. I'm not gonna actively lose weight right now, I don't think, but I would not be upset if I lost a couple pounds. I think if I could have my weight be anything, I would say like 110 to like 114 or 15 is like my ideal weight. So I could lose probably a couple pounds and still be okay, but I don't think I'll actively try to lose weight until I hit like 130. If I get to like 130, then I'll be like, alright, it's time to go back to like 110. Because like then I'll have like a good idea of where I want to actually set my weight. Because I think like honestly like 115 to 120 is probably like the perfect spot for my height and my body type. Where's stomach? Physiology is more female by now after 5 years of HRT. Is it really? Does it make a difference? Like should I actually have it set to female? Like is it really like does that change that much? It's fine to me. Stop being as skinny as possible. Stop trying to be as skinny as possible. Dude! It's those unrealistic body expectations, chat. I don't know. Sometimes I do, like... I look at, like, some of my old videos and stuff, and I was like, damn, I was so skinny back then. Fuck, I should go back. Go back. Ultra high doses of E would put you far from male. Well, E doesn't always affect everything. Like, does it have more to do with your, like, bone density or muscle mass? Or does it have more to do with just, like, hormones you have? I don't really know. I just go based off of the female one, because it's lower. And so I can... If it's, like, if I should be going off the male one, then I'll be undercutting where I should be anyway, so it's alright. Tea increased appetite and metabolism. Fuck, dude. I wonder what would happen if I took tea, chat. If I started taking... You know what? Maybe that's why I'm tired. I had my estrogen injection last night, so maybe that's why I'm tired. But, like, what happens if I, like, inject testosterone, chat? Like, what if I started roiding out? What if I started roiding the fuck out? Look about the same from 2021, if I'm honest. Well, that's good. Been campaigning to replace Finn in the #1 femboy spot. She has been dethroned. Now that she has been dethroned. What do you mean that now that Finn has been dethroned? I don't think there's anybody who can hold a candle to Finn. At least not in terms of popularity. Listen, I would go for Finn's place. But like, the Finn is at the top for a reason. Roystra. Hello, Jim the Dragonator. You complaining to Astra? Or I keep complimenting Astra even though I know she doesn't like it. I never said I don't like compliments. I like compliments. I never said I don't like it. Finn is not a top. No, but he's... You know what I mean. You know what I mean. The only difference I'd say is your blonde hair is getting a little darker as I noticed in person. Yeah, hair kind of does that as you get older. It gets darker. Unfortunately, it does get darker as you get older. So it might continue to do that. But if I stay outside, it might not. I don't know. It doesn't really feel too much darker than it was. I feel like it's probably about the same, though it might be hard for me to tell. I don't know. It's definitely, like, not... Like, it's not blonde, but it's more light brown. Your hair is getting... It's not getting redder. Shut the fuck up, Cuddle Bear. Shut the fuck up! Before I ban you! So calls herself a femboy? Finn calls Finn a former femboy. What happened? Wait, is Finn no longer a femboy? Is Finn fully trimmed out? Is that how that worked? Is Finn like... This is why I hate pronouns, chat, is you never know which pronouns to use. Is Finn using, like, she, her pronouns now? Is, like, I hate pronouns, chat, man. Post-FFS Finn is even cuter, if that's even possible. She is an Astra territory. I haven't seen her since. Let me check. Go to X. Or you know what, actually, I have my... I don't know where my phone is, never mind. Just check on X. What? I can't find a picture. This one's from 2023. What does Finn look like now? I don't have my... Where the fuck did my phone go? I don't even know. I don't even know. Everything is from like 2022. Not posted it publicly yet? Yeah. I'm curious. I am curious to know. Pronouns are still not him on X. Can't be. I don't think you can be a former femboy though. Honestly, I think once you're a femboy, you're always a femboy to some degree. I feel like that's something that you get locked in for life. They're gender fluid. Fuck off. Fuck off. Gender fluid. What, are you gonna put it in your transmission? Oh yeah, I'm gender fluid. You go ahead and put me in my transmission. Get the fuck out of here, gender fluid. Fuck, dude. Get out of here with that one. Pick a lane, motherfucker. Pick a lane. I promise not to share. Well, that's okay. I don't know. I can wait. I can wait. Is she cuter than me, though? That's the only problem. That's the only thing. The answer is probably. 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 That bastard. that Finster motherfucker stole my face! Transmission gender fluid for all. I don't know. I don't like gender fluid. Just pick a lane. Trans femme is the closest? I don't know, man. I generally think people look into it too much. I think the gender politics is a little bit... It's got a little lost in the sauce in the gender politics stuff, I think. I mean, I go by how I see someone, like, you can come off as she to me, as does Femboy UK, who says to prefer he. I just can't, and you may not like she either. I do prefer she. That is, like, my preference, to be honest with you. But I don't ever want to have to tell someone to use it. Like, if someone uses she, her pronouns for me because they know it's what I want and not because it's what they naturally want to use, then it ruins it for me. Like, it ruins it. Like, if you say... Astra, that, you know, he, I mean, she, like, if you do that, fuck you. Just run, just don't correct yourself, just run with it and ignore it. Like, fuck, I just hate that. Like, I'm sorry, she, like, I hate it. Get out of here with your fucking pity pronouns, dude. I don't want your pity pronouns. I want what's real. I call Astra she because I'm trying to get a rant out of her. Don't want to be a Lily Tino, God have mercy. I think the neopronoun stuff died from embarrassment and cringe. I mean, hopefully, like... My pronouns are Zizher? Like, what are you, like, fucking speaking Mandarin? Like, what? You're like, you say that to like a Chinese person, they're gonna be like, oh, what did you just call me? I pity that you think Raising Cane's is better than Dave's Hot Chicken. Well, it's true. Like, I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. My pronouns are need attention. You don't respect Xeno pronouns. I mean, if someone says... Like, if someone tells me to use their Xeno pronouns in front of them, then I will use them in front of them. But as soon as they are, like, not in the room, then I won't. Because it's like, fuck, dude, what do you want me to call you? Like, a robot? Like, dude, it's just ridiculous. I mean, come on, dude. It's like, we've been doing this shit for literally thousands of fucking years. There's no reason to be like, well, actually, I want to be special and have different pronouns. Like, motherfucker, shut the fuck up. My pronouns are Nunya and business. When was the last time you got called a guy? Usually it's over the phone. If someone says sir or guy, it's like usually over the phone. I can't remember specifically the last time someone ever called me sir. I think it was at a drive-thru. I remember one time I was at a McDonald's drive-thru and they called me sir at the window. Like, here you go, sir. And it was like... But I don't even think it's happened for a long time. I genuinely can't remember the last time I specifically got called a male. Bad Vibes, has someone ever, like, referred to me as a male in public? That's not, like, someone that we know. Have I ever seen that clown guy that does Puddles Pity Party on YouTube? I have not. I don't know what that is. Astra Ding Ding Dingus? What? I identify as a 6'6" muscular Greek Adonis with a chiseled six-pack and a massive dick. Are they blind? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think especially sometimes when, you know, I think the last time it happened, actually, was when I was, like, presenting mail anyway. And I was, like, I was using my dead name, and I was using, like, everything else, just because, like, I was in full bully mode. Maybe that was why, I don't remember. Sometimes a slight tweak to a person's nose can make all the difference from beautiful to drop dead gorgeous. See Ashley Simpson. I don't know. I don't think so, lol. You don't remember? Have I ever been called, like, sir in front of you? I don't know. I don't get called sir very often. Retard is your ideal pronoun, yeah. My pronouns are retard. When you went to pick up the bike, you said the old dude did. Did he? The new bike? He might have. But again, I was like really like boy mode in front of that guy. And he like, I put down my like legal name, and I handed in my driver's license. So I think if someone specifically knows specifically that I'm, like, biologically male, and I'm not actively trying to, like, I'm not wearing girl clothes, and I'm not, like, actively trying. Maybe he thought I was, like, F to M trans, so maybe he thought he was being considerate. But in reality, it wasn't. But, you know, one time, chat, I was in college, and one of my classmates, it was hilarious, because this classmate, he got bullied a fuck ton in school, and I don't know why specifically they picked on him and not me. I think it's because I just, like, didn't give a shit. And so everyone just kind of, like, grew to like me, but, like, there was this one kid, and dude, everyone just shat on that guy, like, all the time, and he just kept asking for it, and like, he couldn't understand that he was just asking for it. But one day, he came up to me, and he was like, were you born a boy? Like, and I was like, what do you mean, like, I was born a girl? And he was like, yeah, and I'm like, no. And he was like, called yourself Tracy? Oh my god, that's Tracy. In terms of endearment, imagine Bat Vibes and Astra holding hands in public. I have been feeling that way since you would call Astra babe in public. I don't know if that's ever happened. That dude was a sub? Probably. He probably was a sub, honestly. He probably was. He was like, he literally did that thing where he's like, I have a girlfriend, she just lives in Tennessee. Yeah, dude, I have a really hot girlfriend, trust me, bro. Who here isn't a sub? That's a good question. I feel like there are too many subs in this world. We need more tops. Like commenting on fat people as loud as I can in public so they can feel self-conscious and make their better health choices. Fuck. Proper blokestra, top lad, absolute geezer. Not Canada? No, it was Tennessee. Yeah, dude, I have a girlfriend in Tennessee. And one time he, like, got drunk off of drinking a tall boy and everyone was clowning on him for it. And in the back of my head, I was like, I would probably get drunk if I had a tall boy. And I probably would. But I think everyone kind of knew, like, I was different. And I was kind of like, I feel like everyone knew I was kind of gay. But I just never talked about it. And I never even, like, brought it up or even, like, implied or anything. I think most people just kind of, like, were chill with the fact that they knew I was different, but I also wasn't gonna shove it in other people's face. Like, I never like, made it unless I was teasing people about it, because I did tease people about it. But I think that made it so, like, a little bit of self-confidence helps me, like, fit in a little bit better. Or, like, any bottom in chat. Wait, Astra's gay? Were you the shortest in class? Oh, yeah. For sure. For sure I was the shortest. There was one female that went to that school while I was there. Like, she was a year older than me, so I didn't see her much, but I saw her every once in a while in the building. She was the only female student, until, like, later on. Like, at the end, there was another female student. But I'm pretty sure I was shorter than both of them. And the first girl was, like, she looked more like a man. Like, she looked more like a man than I do. But she, like... There was another girl that came in after it. She looked like she was, like, not gonna be she didn't look like she was decent mechanic material. But, hey, I made it through, so who knows? Those people in chat are either top or switch. I don't think that's true. I think most people are. In my perspective as a bottom, I feel like most people are bottoms. I feel like especially, like, in the LGBT space, like, where, like, you have some, like, gayness, like, so many people are bottoms. I wonder what the ratio is. Wait, Astra's a bottom? No. No. Absolutely not. None of this chat. No, they're done either, to be fair. Me, a fucking bottom? Gotta issue top licenses, or you have to like, prove that you're a top to get your top license. This is the bottomest bottom we can get. And I'm weird because I'm, like, online flirting, I'm a bottom, but IRL, I'm more of a top. That is weird. I don't really do online flirting. I'm just bad at flirting in general. I don't know how to flirt, chat. I'm also bad at picking up on flirting. Like, someone will be, like, flirting with me, and I'll have no idea. Sure, I'm gonna watch for fake tops. More of them out there than you'd think. License for that dick. You're so attractive. Oh, thank you. Like, I fucking hate being touched, so maybe that's why. I don't like being touched either. I'm kind of that way. If someone touches me, I'm like, ugh. Oh. Maybe it was the estrogen, because I injected that last night, so maybe that's why I'm tired. Fuck. Wanted to check the needle hole, and I almost fucked up. I just fart on women, and oh yeah. Legit, if you don't like being touched, how do you know? How do you, wait, if you don't like being touched, how do you know? Oh, you mean how do you fuck? It's not so much that I don't like being touched, it's that I don't like being touched by people I don't, like I'm not really close with. Like, generally speaking, the only people I actually touch are, like, my boyfriend and my mom. And pretty much, I don't like to touch anyone else. Like, if I have to hug someone, I'm usually like, I don't even like hugging my family, dude. I'm not a toucher. I do not like being touched. I used to, like, as a child, be really anti-touch. Like, I wouldn't even hug my mom back in the day. Like, I was like, you get the fuck away from me. Tism right there? Probably. Only with BV and mom. Yeah, pretty much. Like, nowadays I'll hug my mom, but that's pretty much it. Didn't hug Disco or Hellbent? No. I'm gonna be real, that would have been so awkward for me. I'm so glad that Hellbent and Disco, thank you for not making that super awkward and, like, going in for the hug. I appreciated that. At least shook her hand. I feel like hugging someone you've just met for the first time is a little much. Maybe not in past years, but, like, I think especially for my generation, it's like, I don't really, like, want to, like, hug people I don't know, you know what I mean? The handshake would work. The handshake's good. Handshake's good. Hugging in public is like fucking. I don't know if it's like that, but I guess part of it is just for me in general. I'm just really awkward with hugging in general. Like, it's really hard for me to hug people. Even like I know, like, even if I like know you and I'm friends with you, it's still gonna be hard for me to hug you. I come from a family of huggers. I guess if you do, then that's like a problem. For me, I don't know. I didn't do it. I hugged someone once and gave him terminal cancer. Never again. I think I would deliberately go for a hug just to make it weird. You fucking asshole. What? Missed a free Astra hug. I don't know, man. You know, it's like, I don't know. I hug my army bros. Well, that's like, you're in the military. I feel like when you're in the military, you have a blood bond with, you know, your brother. You know, you're out in the field out there, you're both bloodied and battered, and you're like, brother. That's the most, like, gay relationship ever, to be honest. Like, someone once, and they burst into flames. And I'm in the military, you've done way more than hugging by your first year. Are you talking, like, were you the barracks bunny or something? Chat, if I joined the military, what do you think the chances of me turning into a barracks bunny would be? What do you think the chances would be? Bloody, bruised, battered, busted, beaten, what? Just shitting next to someone is way more intimate. 100% chance? 110? 1,000? 12,000? 360? What do you... I don't think so. I think I would not be the barracks bunny. We have a consensus. Dude, literally everybody was like 150% yes. I don't think I would. I think I would be like, I think I could hold together in the military. I would not do well in the military. I would not do well. Alteration, you know, like, you beat Boshi? What? Happens in the military, it stays in the military. Motherfucker, fancies about prison, tell us otherwise. I don't know what you're talking about, Taco. I have no idea what you're talking about. To be fair, you don't like telling people what to do. This is true. I think, like, honestly, though, like, if I did join the military and someone, like, came on to me, I would feel way too awkward to, like, accept it, you know what I mean? Like, if someone was coming on to me in the military, I'd just be like, no, thank you. And I don't know how it, like, unless it was, like, a non-consensual type of thing, I don't think I would consensually be the barracks bunny. Ever spell here on your phone? That's alright. But fuck it. Totally lost on me. You don't even say alteration right? You say alteration? How the fuck am I supposed to say switch? How am I supposed to say alteration? Alteration? How am I saying it wrong? Oh, it's alliteration. Oh, I didn't see the I. I'm sorry. It's alliteration. I go, the person you care for needs to be a heart-to-heart hug, aka chest-to-chest, and then it's just an acquaintance, and it's right side to side. I don't know, man. I'm just bad with hugs in general. Don't make Astra pronounce alliteration. Well, I read it wrong, okay? Shut the fuck up. Or you get the drill sergeant court-martialed for hitting on the BB. I've had buddies who were in the military, and none of them had any stories of barracks bunnies. Yeah, I feel like it's less common than you'd think, because they're pretty on the ball about it. I mean, it's pretty, like, they don't allow it, right? And you're in a barracks full of a group of, like, different grown men, right? And it's like, especially like as like a femboy, you know, if I'm in a barracks with 70 other men, one of them is not gonna like me being a barracks bunny. Like, they're gonna be like, you're disgusting, get out of here, and they're gonna report it, and then it would be like a whole thing. I think most people would not pursue me as a barracks bunny out of just because of that. I think the only way it would work is if I was, like, coming onto them, and then I could do it, but I don't think I'd have the balls to do that. Go hug a pillow? Hazing would be brutal. They all have dicks, this is true. They all have dicks. They all have dicks that could be... The other guys in the barracks will private pile that guy to shut up. They'll beat you with soap in a sock. That's crazy. Audio desynced? Is it desynced? I think that might just be you. Most guys, especially in the military, would be against that unless it's in a private or super secret, because some military guys would kick your ass for that. Yeah, I feel like that's probably, like, I feel like that's probably... There's definitely... I think there's definitely a lot of people who think that, like... Here's the deal, chat, is I feel like, especially once you start, like, crossing the line of, like, passing, is that some people will become aroused by you who are very, like, homophobic and transphobic. And so they'll, oh shit, I'll do the fit check in a second. So they'll basically just turn all that lust into anger. And then they will just hate you. And they'll try to, like, kill you. So it's like, it's all because you made them horny and they didn't like it. Seems like a half sec off. Have you tried refreshing? Vote in a poll? What is your preferred decul role? I'm just saying, not one person has voted for top yet. What is D20? Alright, I'll do a fit check. Now I feel like a top after that fit check. The poll should have waited. Every time I sold a helmet, it's good, isn't it? At least your head will be okay when you bust your ass. Only Astra takes safety into account, and she's at such heights. Finally, Astra finally being safe. Now I can test the VOD on 2 browsers. That helmet like some cat type creature? Yeah, it's the Kelty helmet. Got the cat ears. Out of 12 people, only me as a bottom? That's absurd. That is kind of crazy, actually. I guess it makes sense that people would switch. But I don't know, it's weird for me, because, like, I don't have a top bone in my body. Like, genuinely, I like, if you pointed a gun to my, like, face, I could not top. It just doesn't work. Wonder if Puck's finally gonna come back in season 4 this year. Oh, I didn't even see the last season of ReZero. I didn't see it. No, Puck. I need to finish it. I like started it, and then I stopped. I need to finish it though. Like the weird lolly character that was singing at the start of the season, kind of like made me go. Hello, Moogie. Puck. Hello, Puck. Hello, Puck. You know when parents do that, and as a kid, you're like, how did you forget my name? And that's how, honestly, I get it. I get it. Are you top of the morning to your laddies? Top of you the morning to your laddies. Only top bone Astra has in her body was beefy. That day for me, Easter, my mom and I had a solid white cat named Princess who was 18 years old and she got really sick and was taken to be put down yesterday. Rip Princess? Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry to hear that. 18 is pretty old for a cat, though. You're very feminine and cute. That's probably what attracts more tops as viewers. Honestly, I'm not complaining. I feel like the world has too many bottoms in it, so, you know. There's more competition, you know? It's like, if the world has less bottoms, that means there's more tops for me. I mean, not that I'm actively looking for tops, though. I've pretty much already found one. I'm still not certain Astra is not a cis girl. How are you not certain? Like, I feel like it's pretty... I feel like it's some pretty hard evidence out there, right, chat? There's some pretty hard evidence. I don't trust that fool. I feel like people voted Switch when they were 80-90% bottoms. I don't know, maybe. I saw Shoddy holding an AK and talking about cars, and I was like, I fuck with this motherfucker. That's how I followed. Honestly, that's how I get you. That's why I always have the guns on, you know, tap, so I can basically be like, "What's up, bitch?" Thanks to my mom, I had a great St. Patty's Day themed cake to celebrate her 18th, and then we got a final pick holding. Oh, you're gonna make me cry, dude. That's sad. Fuck. You're gonna make me cry, man. I saw on 4chan, good times, dude. Those were the days, bro. The old 4chan days. I look back at those clips, dude. That's so cringy. Looking back on that shit. Ah. Ejection was clean as fuck. I know, it kind of like yeeted it out of there. The people will clear that up. Maybe we'll probably, I mean, just find out for yourself. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Imagine this whole time I was faking it, chat. Could you imagine if this whole time I was just like, yeah, so actually, chat, like, this is my normal voice. I've been putting on a voice this entire time, and every time you guys vote for girl voice, I'm just doing my normal voice. And I'm actually a cis girl. I've been scamming you guys this whole time. Could you imagine? Could you imagine that shit? Let's see the car here. The what? Can't see you faking? What do you mean? You saying that I couldn't be cis? Are you saying I don't pass medical? See, I got you there. I got you with that one. Would that change anything? I don't know. If everyone immediately stops watching. Well, remember that one story? There was like a femboy like VTuber that basically lost their career because they were lying about being a femboy and they were just a cis girl the whole time. And everyone's like, "Oh, you're an actual girl? Ugh." Let's see the message that to someone else? Well, fuck, dude. I'll tell them to get their car in here. Thank you, Face Disabler, for the 3,000 bits. Holy shit, thank you for the 3,000 bits. Clap. Here, let me look at my... Yeah, it looks fine on mine. This is AI, it's all fake. No dick, no viewers. It's the late delay? I don't know, man. You're telling me you're a trap? A delay here as well? Really? Why is there a delay? Penis. Trap 2 Electric Boogaloo. Reminds me of the hit or miss girl. Everyone thought she was a boy when they found out she was a girl. She lost like half her viewers. Isn't that crazy though? Like, everybody thought she was like a guy. But to be honest with you, if she was a guy, she would have been like the best. I don't even know why people thought she was a trap. Like, why did people even assume that? Like, not a single part of that chick looked like a dude. I don't understand why people thought she was a femboy. She did kind of vibe it, though, I will say. She had the vibe of a femboy. That's true. If you could press a magic button and be a cis girl, would you? Yeah. Like, no, not even hesitation. No hesitation. Just like, yep. Or the outfit she was wearing? Probably. The autistic vibe? Yeah, it was the autistic vibe. It was the overly cutesy. I feel like trans people and femboys go overly cute when they get into trans stuff and, like, femboy stuff. Which kind of gives it away, you know what I mean? Like, the schoolgirl outfit. I mean, I am wearing the schoolgirl skirt, but, like, you know, the like, thigh highs and schoolgirl shit. I feel like thigh highs have been kind of co-opted by the femboys. I feel like thigh highs are worn by femboys more than they are, like, cis women. I have absolutely zero problems with FTM being femboys. I do! I fucking do! Are you a femboy? Because that's my culture that they're appropriating. You don't have a dick, you can't be a femboy. That's the rules. Them's are the rules. If you do not have a dick, you cannot be a femboy. So if you're an FTM, the only way to be a femboy is to get bottom surgery. Otherwise, you don't count. If you're a fucking F to M, you haven't had bottom surgery, and then you're just like, I'm just a cute, quirky femboy. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit, man. Yo, hard at work. Cultural appropriation. It's bullshit. Like, especially if you're F to M. Like, are you really an F to M if you want to be a femboy? Part of being a femboy is being feminine and, like, cute, right? That's part of the whole deal, right? But if you're an F to M, isn't that, like, exactly what you don't want to do? Like, how does that not make you dysphoric? Like, if I feel like being like a femboy as an F to M would make me so dysphoric. Asher's at the gates. Eden is a female to male femboy. Do they have a dick? Because if they don't, they're not femboy. I have to break it to them, but they're not femboy if they don't have a dick. I will die on this hill. I will die on this fucking hill. If you are an F to M and you use the femboy label and you don't have a dick, fuck you. Dude, how much I sacrificed. It's so unfair. That it legitimately is unfair. Like, I like, have to take hormones. I'm putting in the work to look feminine and to look cute. And you just, like, biologically have it from the get-go. And you're like, oh, yeah, I'm just a femboy now. Like, no, fuck you, man. You mean F to M? See, it's confusing. What do you mean? I think having a surgery is beyond femboy, and many trans women don't have that. I mean, to each their own. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's dependent. Like, you don't have to, right? Like, you don't have to have bottom surgery to be trans. You don't have to have bottom surgery to be an F to M trans man. I don't think that a dick is what makes you a man. I'm just saying it's what makes you a femboy. So it's like, if you want to be an F to M and you want to be a man, you don't need to have bottom surgery, right? That's fine. You know, that's totally okay. But if you want to be a femboy and you're a AFAB and you want to be a femboy, then the only way is to get bottom surgery. Because if you don't, then you're fucking... Don't tell Nano. Wait, what? Get me or Stu or Hellbent as femboys because we don't have any feminine traits. This is true. You have to have feminine traits and you have to have a dick. Astra's keeping the gate. Dude, I fucking am. I will close that gate for these fucking bitches out here thinking they can fucking slide in on the femboy train without the fucking prerequisite of being a femboy. No, get out of here. Get out of here. I was thinking male to female. But to be a femboy? I think if you're an M to F and you cut off your dick, you cannot be a femboy. Like, if I got bottom surgery right now, I would no longer be a femboy. That's what I would say. That is the only way to not stop being a femboy, chat. That's the only way to be a former femboy is if you get bottom surgery. What if you'd still be a femboy in your 40s? I think you're an old femboy. Didn't she agree with Nana about femboys? I think so. You care more about being a trap. That's the word. That's what I prefer. Is the name, at least, being a trap. But I also think you need a dick to be a trap. I think that if you get bottom surgery as a trans person, as an M to F, if you get bottom surgery, you are just a trans person at that point, and you're no longer you're not a trap or a femboy. I don't think you can be. There is that one man who's not even trans and just wanted to have a dingling. Okay, whatever floats his boat. Yeah, I mean, fuck it. More pronouns. Dude, that pissed me off, I swear to God. That shit pissed me off. That shit pisses me the fuck off, dude. When cis women want to be femboys, and so they pretend to be like F to M, so that they can call themselves femboys. Fuck you. Water. I disagree, but to each their own. How do you disagree? Like, how do you even like, how do you even like defend that position? Like, what are you talking about? Like, there's no way. I'm about to throw down, motherfucker. Like, there's no way. There is no way, dude. Talk about politics all I want. I can stay pretty detached from politics, but you start talking about F to M's being femboys? No. No. It's like people who are VTubers and they call themselves femboys even though they're not femboys, but they use a VTuber that's a femboy, and so they just be like, oh, I'm a femboy, and then they're just, in real life, they're like fucking 200 pounds, 6 foot tall, hairy as shit, they have a full beard, but they're like, I'm a femboy because my VTuber's a femboy. Like, fuck you. Rob Burgundy meme. That escalated quickly. I think I found a cis woman femboy. Should I support them? No. I mean, you shouldn't be mean to them. You shouldn't like harass them, to be fair. You shouldn't like be mean. But they're not femboys. It's not a femboy. Especially if you're a cis woman, you cannot be a femboy as a cis woman. It's like, it's not it. Actually, I guess you could. If you're a cis woman and you get bottom surgery anyway, and then you're a femboy, then that works. VTubers are real femboys? No, they're fucking not. Get out of here. They're not real femboys. Do they even have brainworms? You can't be a femboy if you don't have brainworms. Most femboys don't present feminine most of the time. Not the fake ones. The real ones do. They specifically say F to M, not cis women. But yeah, because that's like, yeah, but I don't think it matters. Like, even if you identify as a man, if you don't have a dick, you can't be a femboy. I think that's what it comes down to. It has nothing to do with how you identify. It has everything to do with the parts you have. I think if you're a cis woman, and then you get bottom surgery even though you're cis, then you can be a femboy. It has nothing to do with whether you identify as a man or as a woman. It has everything to do with whether you have the thing. Do you have the appendage? Yes? Then you can be a femboy. No, you cannot be a femboy. That's all it comes to. That's as simple as it, chat. It's as simple as it is. It's all it comes down to. I just want to acquire these brainworms. You get abused as a child. Growing up, I always fantasized about femboys, but I was born too soon. Don't you present boy mode most of the time? Kind of, but I also have like a lot of feminine traits that I just, like my hair. I'm just a feminine person in general. So it's like not to like I present boy in the way where I'm not expecting people to like, I wear gender ambiguous clothing and stuff, but I definitely am like still somewhat presenting female just because of the way I am. Like in certain ways I can't like help it, right? Because it's just like either my face or my hair or like, you know. But F to M to F. If you have a dick, you can be a femboy. If you're a female and then you transition to male, and then you transition back to female, so long as you have a dick, you can be a femboy. But if you don't have a dick, you cannot be a femboy. If you put your hand down your pants and there's nothing there, you cannot be a femboy. If I cut my dick off right now, I would lose my femboy card. That is how it works. Present tomboy. Kinda, yeah. Is it really boy moding if no one thinks you're a boy? Yeah, exactly. This is comical. How is it comical? Explain yourself, Shakurt. Explain your logic and reasoning as to why an F to M with no dick should be allowed to call themselves a femboy when it's clearly unfair, and that's bullshit. That's why you have no plan to remove the dick? No, that's not why. The reason why I don't have any plans to remove the dick is because I'm poor. Otherwise, I probably would. I would sacrifice the femboy card. The femboy card is not that important to me as being, like, not dysphoric. Like, I'd rather be not dysphoric and not be a femboy. Because they would be a man or a boy. But there wouldn't be. I mean, well, it can be a man, but it doesn't... No, it's not... First of all, as someone who is trans, I don't know if you're... I mean, I don't know if you are trans or if you experience gender dysphoria, but I've experienced gender dysphoria. And so the idea that you actively want to present as your the old gender that you came from means that it gives off I'm just doing this because it's trendy vibe. It really does. Like, oh, I actually really like being feminine, and I actually really like being a girl, but I like the culture points I get from being trans. So I'm going to be trans and then just call myself a femboy so I can still be femboy and pretty. And then it's like all the femboys who actually have to fucking deal with being born as a male and then having to, like, pass as a female, which is really fucking hard to do. I'm just gonna get an advantage because I've already got the fucking genetics to be a female. So all I have to do is just not take any fucking hormones, and then I just get an instant free pass to top tier femboy. That's fucking bullshit. No, you can't do that. You're not a fucking femboy. You're a fucking cis woman, and you can suck my dick. Fuck you. If you're a fucking F to M, act like it. Jesus Christ. Fuck, dude. If you're not willing to pay the price to get bottom surgery, then you don't deserve to be a femboy. You guys. You know I'm right, chat. You know I'm fucking right. Wanna talk about something less controversial? Let's talk politics. What's Trump doing today? There's a Burning Man camp called the Lost Penguins we're looking into. You should check them out. Well, I mean, how much is it to join? That sounds cool. I like that name. That is tomboy, right? That is big in my day. Old millennials asked queer, and it was a slur back then? Oh, yeah. If somehow San was involved with this in this F to M rant, Astra would literally explode. She could say, suck my dick like she actually has one. Exactly. Exactly, dude. I don't know. It's like, you know, for me, I feel like I tomboy mode a lot, where I'm kind of like, I boy mode because I'm too scared, you know? I'm too, like, I got too many brain worms to pass as a female. But I am dysphoric about it. And I would never willingly choose to be more masculine because I thought it was aesthetically a cute choice or a cool choice, right? I would never aesthetically choose to be more masculine because that would make me dysphoric, right? And I don't want to do that. But if you're a fucking F to M and you're literally willing to just, like, basically pretend to not be F to M for a little bit, then are you really dysphoric? Are you really an F to M? Are you really a man? I don't know, and I don't like it. I really hate it. Like, you're a fucking... You can't just be a fucking cis woman and then have all the advantages and all, like, the genetic advantages without taking any medication to make yourself masculine, then just on a whim, just, oh, I'm a boy now. That means I'm a femboy. Like, fuck you. Fuck you. I'm getting angry in here. I'm getting angry struck. 380 cheaper than the other one we're looking at? That is not bad. 380. DMV don't open on screen. Alright. I would join it for 380, but still gonna have to wait until I can sell that toolbox. This pisses me off. You're telling me what I'm looking at right now is a man? You're telling me what I'm looking at right now is a fucking... I'm supposed to call this person a man because they identify as a man? But they literally have long hair, dress feminine. And they don't have a dick. They did get top surgery though, it looks like, which is kind of crazy that you'd still do this without top surgery. That's kind of crazy to me. But like, yeah, I don't know, that pisses me off. Like, you do not get to call yourself a femboy. No, this genuinely makes me mad. I'm getting more mad at the moment. I'm getting mad, chat. They even take tea? Why? Why then? Why are you doing that? Like, if you're taking if you're dysphoric to the point where you're taking testosterone to make yourself feel and look like a man, then why are you running an OnlyFans account based off of you looking like a female? It pisses me off, dude. It fucking pisses me off, man. I swear to God. I did this 3 times already. I'm mad. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is femboy cultural appropriation. You're not a femboy. Yeah, FDMs I'm talking about are on testosterone and have top surgery and pretty much present as a man, but express themselves sometimes as a femboy. I don't think that counts. I don't think it counts. I don't care if you've had top surgery or if you take testosterone. If you haven't had bottom surgery, you're not a femboy. That's it. If you do not have a dick, you are not a femboy. End of story. That's it. No more questions. No, oh, but I've had top surgery. I don't fucking care if you lobbed your tits off. You're not a femboy. God. Getting heated tonight, chat. Getting heated. Because they consider femboy a gender expression, not a gender identity. Use femboy as an identity. But can you see, Shakur, can you see how it's insulting to me as a femboy, who's someone who tries very hard to look and present female, and to have somebody who was born female just do the bare minimum, call themselves a man, and then take my fucking label as if they have gone through the same bullshit that I have? Fuck you! That's bullshit! That's actually bullshit. Like, oh, but you know, it's just how I like to identify. Oh, I'm just such a cute little femboy. Fuck you! Not like literally, like actually, what are you doing? Why? You have a vagina. You have a straight up full-on vagina. Do you think Astolfo has a vagina? No. Do you think Felix has a fucking vagina? No. Do you think anybody who's a real femboy has a vagina? No. Because real femboys have dicks. It's the whole point. It's the whole point of a femboy. It's why femboys are neat and interesting, is because they're like females, but they have a dick. That's the whole point. Literally. Oh, but you had top surgery? I don't care. It does not count. If you have no dick, you are not a femboy. I can blame them, and I will. I can and I will. You can't blame them. I can and I will. A very low dose of tea wouldn't necessarily cause noticeable virilization over short term like a female athlete or a fitness competitor. I mean, I don't care if they've been on it for a long time. Like, you can take testosterone for a long time. I still think if you don't have a dick... Again, I don't think it has anything to do with your gender identity. It's literally, do you have a dick or not? If the answer is yes, then you can be a femboy. If the answer is no, then there is under no circumstances where you can be a femboy without a dick. If I took my dick and I cut it off right now, I would cease to be a femboy. That would be the it of Astra as a femboy. There would be no more femboy Astra. That would be it. You're just not woke enough. I don't fucking care. I'm not woke enough? Fuck you. We're not talking about feelings. We're talking about my fucking reality. This is my whole life. How am I not woke enough? Because I'm not compassionate enough to let people fucking take my identity and just, like, run with it as if it's theirs, even though they didn't do the shit that I would do? The two F to M femboys I know want to have phallo surgery. But if they don't, if they want to have it, that's fine. But until they have it, they're not femboys. That's just not how it is. You can want to be all you want, but unless you have a dick, you're not a femboy. I would return the femboy if there was no dick. See, Pool Boy gets it. Not gonna lie, it's the kind of the point. Astra is kind of cooking with this one. I am. You know, you know I'm right because like I have the position to speak on this matter, chat. I am in the position to speak on this matter. I am the foremost expert on what is and is not a femboy. Didn't read my message. The problem is that you took an identity that's already a gender expression. I don't care about gender expression. It's not a gender... Okay, here's the thing, Shikert. Femboy is not a gender expression. It is a label. It's all it is. There's no such thing as gender expression. Are you feminine or are you masculine? That's it. You can be feminine or you can be masculine or you can be somewhere in between. You can be an F to M, identify as male, and then present feminine, but you are not a femboy, right? Because a femboy is a label. It is a thing that you are. It's like when you have this bottle of Tabasco sauce. No matter how much this water bottle wants to be a bottle of Tabasco sauce, it will never be a bottle of Tabasco sauce. It will always be a water bottle. This is Tabasco sauce, right? It's a label. This is femboy. Feminine presenting with dick equals femboy, right? Feminine presenting while identifying as a male does not equal femboy because you do not have the prerequisite requirement to be a femboy. Professor Astra takes incoming. Astra has a skin in the game. I do, literally. And I would say they are still not femboys, they're trans men. Exactly! That's literally it. That's what they are. You can be a trans man and then present as female, right? Like, you can do that. But then just don't call yourself a femboy, because it's not what you are. And it's bullshit. It literally is, like, offensive to me, because I am a femboy. I have to deal with it. I wish I wasn't. Like, I wish I was a cis female. Like, I would give anything to press the button and to just be a cis female. Right? And so then you have these fucking bitches over here who are just like, oh, I just like your label because I think it's cute. And so I'm gonna take it. And it's like, fuck you. It's my bullshit. Fuck you. Water identifies as spicy. I don't care what the water identifies as. The water can identify as a Tabasco sauce all at once, but it doesn't change what it is. I see your argument. Have you heard of the Tabasco sauce theory? It's the Tabasco defense. This does not make sense. If the hot sauce fits, then you must acquit. Oh my god, it's so tasty. Boomer brain engage? It's not boomer brain though. Logic brain. It's just another pronoun. It's not even a pronoun, it's just a title. It's literally a label. You realize that you just call yourself what most people think is the definition of a trans woman and not a femboy. I don't think being a trans woman and being a femboy are mutually exclusive. Do you want my honest opinion? I think the femboy label has realistically nothing to do with your internal perception of yourself. I think there's a difference. I think there's a lot of people get hung up. There's how you identify, there's how you feel internally, but labels are what other people ascribe to you based off of what you actually are. I don't think you can have labels based off of your feelings. I think that's just a bad thing. It's not gonna work. I think you can be a trans woman and be a femboy so long as you have a dick. You have, because I genuinely, I don't think being a femboy has anything to do with how you identify. It has everything to do with how you actually are. Are you a feminine person who looks like a girl who has a dick? You are a femboy. That, yes, then you are a femboy. Like, that is what that is. Do you pass so much as the other gender that people mistake you for that other gender? Then you are a trap. You're not just a femboy, you're a trap. I feel like it has everything to do with how other people perceive you, and it has everything to do with the actual physicality of what you are. You can't be 6'4", 300 pounds, and then call yourself a femboy because it's how you want to present. It doesn't make you a femboy. You can't just become a femboy because you want to be a femboy. It's like, it's just not how it works. My bad, the water bottle's actually 3/4 empty. It is. I'll finish it, chat. Don't you worry. It's devaluing the femboy brand. It is. Well, it's like, imagine if you buy a fucking expensive car, like you buy a McLaren, and then some fucking jacko buys a Honda and puts a body kit on it and puts a McLaren label logo on it and starts comparing his thing to yours, and it's like, look at me, I've got my McLaren, and it's a look at, I've got a McLaren. You didn't spend as much money on it though, did you? Huh? It's not a McLaren, is it? Really, it's not actually a McLaren. It's a fucking Honda. So don't fucking come over here being like, oh, it's, I've got a McLaren as well. Like, no, the fuck you don't, motherfucker. Not what it is. Not what it be. If you put the Tabasco sauce in the water bottle, does the water bottle become a bottle of Tabasco sauce? I'm blessed that I don't have any feminine features. The problem we're having is, we fundamentally have different visions on this. I think you're just wrong. I think you're just wrong. It's okay. It's okay. Listen, we can disagree, Shakir. It's fine. We can agree to disagree. I will say this, however. If you are going to call F to M's femboys that don't have bottom surgery, there are going to be people who will take offense to it. You're gonna talk about being woke and being okay with everybody's feelings. I am literally offended by the idea that a F to M with no dick can call themselves a femboy. That literally offends me. It is, I am offended. Now, I could be offended all I want, and that doesn't really make a difference, right? But remember, if your whole deal is being woke and being, oh, don't offend anybody, you are literally offending me with what you're doing. And I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I think it's bullshit, and I think it's, I think you need to get more woke. You need to be woke to the fact that, shit's bullshit. It's like when a certain streamer claims to be a dirty blonde when everyone can clearly see she's ginger brown. Get the fuck out of here, Derek. Yeah, because it's a water bottle containing Tabasco sauce, watered down sauce. If you took the hot sauce out of this bottle, and then you poured it into this bottle, and you poured the water from this bottle into this bottle, then this would be a water bottle, and this would be a hot sauce bottle. This, again, you can be, if you're a cis female, there are avenues available to you to become a femboy. Anybody can become a femboy if they just do the if they do the prerequisites to be a femboy. Right? I'm not saying a cis woman can never be a femboy. I'm saying, or a biological female can't be a femboy. I'm saying that they have to have the dick. If you don't have bottom surgery, then you don't get it. My neighbors are probably listening to me, like, yell out and hear and being like, what the fuck is she talking about? Like swapping an auto for a manual transmission. It's like those motherfuckers who will, like, unironically tell you they have a manual transmission when they have paddle shifters. They're like, oh yeah, I've got a manual transmission. I shift it manually with the paddle shifter. Same level of disgusting fuck you. Same level of just offense. Literally, the gut reaction I have to someone doing that is like the same reaction, like, you lying son of a bitch. 100% pure grain femboy. Someone needs to open up USDFB so we can know our femboys are 100% authentic. Rage baiting Astra's kind of stupid easy. Shut the fuck up. But it is kind of a manual transmission, except it's not, to be fair, because if you try to shift it manually in a way the car doesn't like, it won't do it. You're not shifting the car, you're telling the car to shift, and there is a difference. When I take in my car, when I take the shift lever and I shove it in gear, I am actually touching the transmission. I am changing things inside the transmission, and I'm moving mechanical parts within the transmission that are engaging and disengaging different gears. When I change gears on my manual transmission, I am changing the gears. When you are on a paddle shifter transmission, you are not shifting gears when you press the panel. You're making an electrical circuit go, and you're causing an electrical circuit to be completed, which sends it to an ECU or a computer, which basically then determines, based off your input, what it actually needs to do. And so you're essentially telling your computer to shift, not shifting the transmission. And that gives the computer the opportunity to say, computer says no. You want to shift from 5th to 1st and 60 miles an hour? Computer says no. Sorry, can't do that right now. Don't think you want to shift right now, actually. I really think you would not like to shift right now, so I'm just gonna not let you. I'm just gonna stop you from making your own decisions about your car, and I'm just gonna not let you. I'm gonna just, I know you want to shift right now, but I'm just not gonna let you shift the goddamn car into gear. Take the fucking shift lever, push the clutch down, and shove that bitch into fucking gear, and it will go. I like having a car that doesn't tell me no. If I take my car, and I'm going 60 miles an hour in 5th gear, and I shove it into 1st gear, there's not a goddamn thing on that car that's gonna tell me I can't do that. It will let me do that. Don't stunlock Astra with gender definition discussion challenge impossible. Astra's the top 1% of many categories, including cuteness. Oh, thank you. Autism is over 9,000. In my vocabulary, you are a trans woman, but honestly closer to trans femme. What the fuck is the difference? What is the difference between a trans femme and a trans woman? I thought a trans feminine person was just somebody who is using medical, is medically making themselves be feminine. That's how I would describe a trans femme. And a trans woman is just a mab who identifies as a female. Like, that's what I would define both of those are. I would say that's probably accurate. I didn't know Astra was British. It turned Australian again at the last. It definitely turned into Australian. I should try to convince chat to drive manual episode 100. Astra's real voice reveal. He's mad. We know you're good at sticks. My car, which one is that? The only two cars I actually like. Listen, the one that's in my driveway and the one that's in a field are both manuals. From Florida, bro. Electric car has paddle shifters. No, it's not. It's not a manual. You are not manually shifting the car. You are manually telling the car to shift. There's a difference, Davy. I should know this. I'm a mechanic. I know what I'm talking about. We're all Australians. I know. Everybody in England turned out to be Australian after all. Or, crikey. So cute when Astra tries to talk about auto mechanics. What do you mean? Why is it cute? I know what I'm doing, man. But you and Lauren could have an interesting discussion about this. Maybe. Get a load of this Sheila. What? What? Astra, when your voice goes from British to Aussie, you're talking from down under. No, but literally, like, in a paddle shifter car, you're not actually shifting the car. You're telling the computer to shift the car. Like, by definition, that's what you're doing. It's not a manual transmission because you are not manually shifting the car. You are manually telling the car to shift. On a manual transmission, there is no computers that control the transmission. On my motorcycle, when I rev up the engine, there are no computers. There's nothing. There's not a single computer in the thing. When I shift into gear, I'm actually actuating the transmission in a way where I'm shifting the gears internally in the transmission, like physically. Like I'm the one actually doing it. I'm the one taking the clutch, disengaging the engine from the transmission. I'm the one who takes the transmission, shifts it into the next gear, lets out the clutch, and revs the engine to give it more gas. There's no computer that does any of that. I'm the one who revs the engine, I'm the one who disengages the engine, I'm the one who shifts the transmission. It's completely manual. That is a manual transmission. But when you have a computer do it for you, that is not a manual transmission. That is a automatic transmission that has a button that you can use to suggest to your computer to shift. Otherwise, the amount of times that I've been in a paddle shifter car and I've tried it, like, does this actually work? It doesn't do it. Like, if you want to shift, it will just not do it. Like, if you're not in the right rev range to shift, you can press the paddle all you want. It just won't fucking do it. Like, I hate it. Like, oh yeah, you want to shift? Not right yet. Not yet. No, not yet. Now, now that I would shift normally, now I'll let you press the button to shift it. It's so humiliating. Let's talk about a humiliation ritual. Paddle shifters? Fuck that. She wakes up and she's like, I'm giving Chad a piece of my mind. Ranchstra in full force. I was sleeping before and then I woke up with rage. Oh, it's just these fucking AFABs out here with no dicks calling themselves femboys. Got me mad. What about semi-automatic cars, though? Well, define semi-automatic. Like, what specific car are you talking about? Like, are you talking about, like, a race car? I mean, I guess that would be kind of semi-automatic if you can control the, I would argue that paddle shifters are probably semi-automatic. Because you can control it. But, I mean, maybe not, because if you don't shift, the car will still shift for you. It doesn't need you to shift. I guess a semi-automatic would be something that needs you to shift, but also doesn't, you're not, just like, it doesn't shift for you. You still have to shift the transmission, but you're not actually actuating the transmission itself. What about lever sticks, where you move forward, up a gear, and vice versa? You mean on a bike? It's the same thing. You're still touching a mechanical linkage that is actuating the transmission itself. You're not pressing a button that sends an electrical signal to a computer that tells the computer then to tell another actuator to then shift the transmission. You're just pushing a lever that shifts the transmission. FB femboy driving a paddle shifter car. Signed female at birth femboy driving a paddle shifter car. Fucking piss me off. Old VWs had semi-automatic. You actually had to shift gears. If you didn't, didn't have it in a certain gear. Interesting. Well, like, I would argue, like, the Honda-matic, like, my bike came in a Honda-matic. I would argue that that is realistically a true semi-automatic. Because it will shift, from, like, first to second or something. You still have to shift it from, like, first to second. There's only, like, 2 gears, but, like, and you don't have to hold in the clutch. But basically, you get, like, under, like, 30, like, or it's, like, 40 miles an hour. Like, if you're going under 40 miles an hour, you use first gear, and above 40 miles an hour, you use second gear. But you still have to shift. Even though you're not actually using the clutch, you're still manually shifting the transmission at that point. So that I would argue, is a true semi-automatic. Actually. Whereas Astra likes handling the shifter. It's similar to the old VW, yeah. Sorry for that. Now I now understand you better. Thank you, Sherry Kurt. Sometimes the things we do that we think are being, like, considerate and nice to other people are actually offensive and mean to other people that you weren't even thinking about. So you gotta use your noggin, chat. But shifting moods the stream. I'm probably just hungry. That's probably why I went on a rant, and I'm hungry. Chat, what am I gonna eat? Now I have to figure out what I want to eat. I either have to spend $10 at McDonald's, Or I just make the same thing I made yesterday, which was pizza. I'm, like, hangry. Remember, you can't shift with your mouth. It's unsanitary. How would you shift with your mouth? Food Astra, eat food? Yeah, but what food do I even... I have a pizza, and I have a rice-a-roni, and I have a ramen. And I could, like, cut up some shallots. I could, like, fry up some Spam. Fry up some shallots. And then do rice-a-roni in that. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe that's what I'll do. So I don't have to worry about, like, doing anything else. Rice-a-roni with Spam. Rice with ramen. The leaves of your nearest palm tree. I want to do that. It doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound bad at all. I think I might do that, chat. I think that might be what I end up doing. I think that's the play. Well, I will report back to you guys if that ends up working out. But thank you everybody for watching. I'm gonna go. I know I'm ending a little bit early tonight, but I'm gonna go make some food because I'm really hungry and like, I gotta cool off, chat. I gotta cool off. Sorry if I upset anybody with how passionate I was there. But thank you, Trace, and for the 500 bits. Thank you so much. Anyway, chat, thank you everybody for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye!